TCL Team Boxing. I'm Bethel Duran alongside my good friend Dave Von Temple. Dave, always good to see you.
Man.
But let me tell you this, Dave. When we started season number 3 a few months ago, okay, it's going to be good. Good find. Good opportunities for these young fighters. And Philadelphia Smoke has lived up to the hype all season long. This is an excellent team we're about to see tonight.
Yes, and the defending champions. So this is the regular season finale for them. They want to put on a good show, maintain some momentum. They've only had the one loss, which was to Las Vegas. And for Nashville, it's win and you're in, lose and go home. You talk about the league. You know what's been the fascinating thing about this entire weekend is that we've had 3 teams in must-win situations, one already with a win. We've had live dogs, so Nashville tries to be the live dog against a very deep Philadelphia team.
Yeah, the Nashville Smash trying to get into the playoffs to see what they can do against the heavily favored Philadelphia Smoke, but Nashville has some excellent fighters, and we're going to see a couple of them later on. The women, though, always strong with Michelle Morales.
Yes, and she'll be leading us off tonight. She's been a real powder keg with her power punching style on the inside, and like many of the teams that have won some matches, they get off to a good start with their women warriors, and she is a straight ahead, in your face, take it away from me if you can type of fighter.
Well, it's hard to take it away from her, but one fighter you also got to watch out for the Smash, Hermes Horta, always coming out strong.
Yeah, and Hermes Horta is somebody that they'll have some hopes hanging on him. He's been one of the better fighters in recent times for Nashville. It's a team that's had some high-quality performers and some drop-offs at some point, but the 2 fighters you're seeing are 2 fighters that Nashville will pin some hopes on.
And for Philadelphia, just such a good, consistent team. You can highlight so many different fighters. You can highlight fighters that have been to the world title opportunities. You can have the veterans like Jesse Hart or Dweko, the heavyweight, but there's a couple of fighters that don't get the big shine, but they always perform.
Yes, and they take after the leadership that's been handed down. Francisco Rodriguez, one of my favorite unsung fighters of the year from Atlantic City. He has been a major find. Mr. Consistency for Philadelphia under the radar, but this is a kid that's had a terrific year. And Jose Rodriguez, another one of the unsung Philadelphia fighters. So after the Hart, after the Ellis, all the other big names, they have a very solid layer underneath, and that's what makes Philadelphia a formidable team. And another thing, they fight very well at home.
And they fight every single round extremely hard. Final weekend of the regular season. Let's see how the standings have shaken out. Las Vegas Hustle still undefeated, 8-0, impressive. Smoke right there behind them. LA Elite clinched a playoff spot last night. They go 4-4, and you just see that middle of the pack, a lot of parity in TCL Team Boxing League. 8 fights in the launch rounds, 8 in the middle rounds, 8 in the money rounds. Here's how the launch rounds are going to get going. Roger Hilly and here Albbright is a good one. Elrod, Paul Kroll's always good, and Leechman and Nathan will round it out in the heavyweight division for the launch rounds. But there's a round, Dave, that we always highlight because that's the one that the fans are really going to enjoy but can really switch momentum. Which one are we looking at?
Yes, right off the bat, Michelle Morales and Brittany Sims, and for a lot of good reasons. We talked about the highlights for Morales, what she has been able to do for this Nashville team. But Brittany Sims reinserted into the Philadelphia lineup the last time out. Our comment was, well, the rich get richer with Brittany Sims. So now you've got 2 very hot fighters clashing to start us off, and I'm really excited for that.
The build the momentum and create the opportunity for you every single night. Amelia Moore is a member of the Boston Butchers, sidelined because of a nose fracture a couple of weeks ago, but she's been great on the broadcast, crushing it every single time we send her ringside. Amelia, tonight, though, are going to be different. There's some fighters that we thought we would see, but we're not. What's going on?
Absolutely. We are missing a few of our female fighters, which is, I would say, Philly out of all of the teams has had one of the strongest female lineups. And if you look at some of the other teams, that's really where they start losing points. But Philly always has, Shara May, Patricio, Rashida Ellis, a longtime teammate of mine, and then Brianna Carrera. So going to be Brittany Sims that has to hold it down. She's such a strong fighter. And you guys already mentioned she's opening up the card with Morales. I think, as we already know, boxing is about styles. They are going to be such energy to be able to get this card rolling really, really fast. Morales, as far as like height, reach, and then styles, the two of them are going to start this card off with such a bang. I'm really, really excited.
And Amelia, that'll be a good matchup to open it up. Really looking forward to Isaiah Elrod for Nashville. It just seems however he goes, that's how the team goes. That's a fun fighter to watch.
Yeah, Elrod, especially, he's back. I just saw him in the back. I dapped him up, and I was like, hey, man, it's good to see you back. He's such a funny kid. I was asking him a while back just like about life, and he was like, yeah, I got straight A's all the way through high school. It's just like, it's so interesting. You get this really studious kid that becomes also an animal in the ring. Like, you just can't judge a book by its cover with boxers. You can't. Like, most of the humble people are also the most aggressive animals out there. So it's great to see him back.
Amelia, excellent work as always. Elrod, we'll see him in the 7th round, and we'll see Amelia conducting interviews ringside with the fighters and the coaches, and especially at the end of the match, you'll see who won, Dave. This will be a good matchup we got going on.
We have so much on the line. Nashville gets in or Miami gets in. It's all right in front of us for the next couple hours.
And you know, Philadelphia, they already got the 2 spot. In Philly, their attitude, oh, no. You don't come into our city and try to upset us. No chance at all. It'll be a good one. Final weekend of TCL Team Boxing League from Philly. The Rocky statue, that's what you see on your screen. And Balance of Nature is a proud partner of TCL Team Boxing. As a preferred customer, you get 35% off your first set when you use the code FIGHT. Go to balanceofnature.com or call today. Let's go inside the venue with our ring announcer for tonight, Mike Falvo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Newtown Athletic Club here in Newtown, PA. We want to send a very special thank you to Executive Director Ed Kunkel and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission for joining us tonight. We also want to send a very special thank you to our sponsors, Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, Balance of Nature, the proud health supplement sponsor of Team Combat League, and Serenity Springs Recovery. Tonight's bouts are approved and sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. The chairman at ringside is Rudy Battle. Executive director is Ed Kunkel. Your officials for tonight, the judges at ringside are Rob Rubnitz, Justin Rubenstein, Eric Marlinsky, and Steve Weisfeld. The referees tonight are Sean Clark and Harvey Dock. Your timekeeper is Mr. Ralph Nardone, and the physician at ringside is Dr. Tony Alamine. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to tonight, so without any further ado, let's do this! And now, fans, introducing from Music City, USA, please welcome the Nashville Smash!
In TCL, the teams walk out together as a squad united in the Nashville Smash with a lot on the line for them.
They had a strong start to the season. They hit a bump in the middle. Just got past San Antonio in their last effort to set up what becomes their playoff match here against Philadelphia.
Because LA won last night, clinching a playoff spot, now it's simple. Nashville wins, they knock Miami out of the playoffs based on their point differential.
And now fans from Coach Fred Dulay's Nashville Smash. At bantamweight, Michelle Morales. Featherweight, Leondrick Johnson. Lightweight, Roger the Hitman Hilly. Welterweight, Adrian Phillips. Welterweight, Kemper Johnson. Super welterweight, Jeremiah Hinton. Middleweight, Isaiah Elrod. Heavyweight, D'Angelo Leechman. At a lightweight, Miguel Gomez. Super middleweight, Juan Just Business Barahas. Light heavyweight, William Langton. Cruiserweight, Shamar Von Baxter. And at heavyweight, Fernando Kuza. And now fans, make some noise for the defending Season 2 TCL champion, Bob Kane's Philly Smoke.
The 2C Philadelphia Smoke, hometown tonight. They bring the crowd, they bring the noise, and they bring a swagger.
Yeah, they've been a great team all year, and they bounced back off the lone loss to Vegas with a dominant victory in the last time out, and they want to continue to make a statement. This is a very deep team of fighters who have been at championship levels, fighters coming up, a good leadership. This is a strong outfit, top to bottom. Spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit, look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the big me's in the top pit, gotta pick fleas. Sit back, better breathe, look around. And now fight fans, join me in welcoming your defending TCL champion, Bob Kane's Philly Smoke. At bantamweight, Brittany Sims. Featherweight, Rasheen Sugar Sheen Brown. He is the current WBC USA Silver Super Lightweight Champion, Nahir Albbright. Welterweight, Isaiah Johnson.
Welterweight Hendry Cedeno. Super welterweight Kadir C4 Albbright. Middleweight Paul the Punisher Kroll. Heavyweight Kumja Don't Blink Nathan. At a lightweight, Francisco the Cisco Kid Rodriguez. At super middleweight, the new Ray Robinson. He is a former USBA and NABO super middleweight champion, light heavyweight, Jesse Hollywood Hart. He is a former two-time IBF champion of the world. Please welcome cruiserweight Steve Cunningham. And at heavyweight, Joey the Tank Dweko. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats and caps for the singing of our national anthem. Joining us tonight to perform our national anthem, please welcome Victoria Acosta.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Anthem done. Now we're ready for our first fight. It'll be Michelle Morales taking on Brittany Sims. 24 rounds that we bring you in TCL, Team Boxing League. 8 launch, 8 middle, and 8 money rounds. There's a smash, nice and calm.
And now, fans, welcome to the launch rounds. First, in the 118-pound division. For the Nashville Smash, please welcome Michelle Morales. And for the Philly Smoke, Brittany Sims.
All right, so TCL, you're allowed to fight twice. So money rounds later on. These ladies, though, Michelle Morales and Brittany Sims will fight the first round and the 9th round. And yes, the women go 3 minutes in TCL. Dave, this is the round you highlighted to really watch out for in the launch rounds. Why?
Yeah, this is a scintillating contrast of styles. When you look at Michelle Morales, it's come straight ahead. And you look at Brittany Sims, spirited enough and schooled enough to take advantage of that if she can catch Morales coming in, which she already has. So you've got all action being supplied by Morales, and Sims back in the pocket. She's going to get there with the jab and do everything off of what Morales is doing. So here we are off to a good pulsating start to this.
Brittany Sims in the purple of the Philly Smoke is undefeated in TCL action. A perfect 12-0 for the woman born in Columbus, Ohio.
Now, sometimes when you get a stylistic matchup like that, you won't get the fireworks because the boxer type will be a little bit of a chess master. But Sims has shown the propensity already to go after Morales.
The 27-year-old Morales from Chicago, Illinois, 7-4 in TCL career. Fun fighter, but she's got her hands really tied up against Brittany Sims, who just makes everybody frustrated.
Well, it's a speed aspect. So you're Morales, you're used to walking in on people and loading up. And here's somebody who's faster than many of the opponents that you have fought. So she'll get there first. And Sims knows exactly where Morales is trying to go.
Here, the way that Sims controls the ring, the way that she moves around, just excellent footwork from Sims.
Yeah, I mean, this match stylistically is tailor-made for her.
Yeah, outside of TCL, Sims is 8-3, but she's fought fighters that were on their way up, highly touted prospects. So of her 3 losses, they've all been to undefeated fighters.
Yeah, and you take a lot out of those losses.
That was early in her career, too.
Yeah, you get a sense that you feel that you're supposed to be dominant.
And that's where the TCL really helps out fighters, where there is no inactivity. You're training, you're preparing, you're cutting weight, and you're getting in there. You can only spar so much, and you get a full real round, 2 sometimes.
Yeah, you need some pressure. You need some real-life situations. And this is a good start with Sims on the outside, peppering with the jab and driving back the fighter who came right at her. So here was Sims doing her good work. That was a great left hand. And what I like about it is she landed it after the missed uppercut. She kept her balance because the uppercut was there for her. And Morales gets some shots in, but just shy of nailing Sims flush. That was 3 minutes of bell to bell.
And at the end of round number 1, we go to the official scorecard. All the judges have scored the round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. From the Philly Smoke, Brittany Sims.
Solid start for Philly. Expecting that one with Brittany Sims. That's the reason she's up first.
Yeah, and Morales, gave it everything, but Sims was very classy.
This round is brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Nashville Smash, Leandric Johnson. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, from the Philly Smoke, Rasheem Brown.
Now, this is a good one. I mean, they're all going to be good, but Rasheem Brown is a really solid fighter for the Philly Smoke. in the southpaw stands. 22-3 in his TCL career. The kid is out there working.
And he's got the TCL format down to a T, going against Leandric Johnson, who's done well for Nashville, up to 6-3, and one of the fighters that they're depending on.
Yeah, Leandric, the 24-year-old from Talladega, Alabama, had his hands full, but he knows. Johnson's been fun to watch, and we'll see these two again in the money rounds in round 22.
We have seen up and down with this Philly team great boxing fundamentals. Now, they have their share of power, maybe not as much as some other teams in the league, but enough. But their boxing skills and their fundamentals have been terrific.
You see Rasheem Brown leading with that stiff jab, flicking that jab at him. The thing about Brown, though, there's a reason he's in the 2 spot, because you know that Brittany Sims is more than likely going to get you the victory. If you get a veteran like Rasheem Brown in there, boom, you're up 2-0 quick.
Yeah, and it's a great spot in the order for him, using his experience. And the same thing, almost like there was a team meeting. We will jab on this team.
Yep.
We will use our footwork on this team.
Leandric Johnson, the Nashville Smash, it's pretty simple. They win and they're in. They'll knock out Miami from the playoffs.
Now for Johnson, what he's trying to do here is time this so he can get a right-hand lead. Going against the southpaw style, the double left hook is also a good weapon. You try to keep your lead foot outside that of the southpaw, but you do have to let your hands go. You have all the stylistic knowledge that you need, but you have to get into an offensive flow.
One thing about Philadelphia, you're talking about that flow. Most of the fighters are from Philly. They're on a team, but sometimes you'll have fighters from different locations. But, Johnson, he's from Alabama, but fighting for Nashville. They try out for these teams. Philly did a great job of keeping their core from Philadelphia, guys that have fought at the 2300 Club, the guys that have been around, and they know how tough those Philly gyms are.
Yeah, they can say, we imported him from another neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, he's from South Philly.
Over on the other side of the tracks. We went all the way over there to get him.
Yeah. And usually those are brawls when you're going to the other side of the tracks, but now they're united for the Philadelphia Smoke, who look like they're about to go up 2-0. The 2 seed when the playoffs start next weekend. And down goes Johnson. Well, I thought the glove touched. Referee said no. Oh, that glove was really close to touching.
Be a good second look. That was close.
And that's the thing about Rasheem Brown. You have to go the entire 3 minutes with him.
So here's at the end of the round. Take a good look. You can see it with us. Good body shot. Feet get tangled up. Closing seconds of the round in which Brown has been doing good work. Well, the referee was right there. That was very close.
Yeah, the knees buckled. Referee really did not touch the glove, did not touch the canvas. So
actually, I think he defied gravity.
Yeah.
Did not touch that.
And at the end of round number 2, we go to the official scorecard. All the judges have scored the round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision, Rasheem Brown. After 2 rounds of boxing, that gives the Philly Smoke the score of 20-18. And now, fans, it is time for round number 3. Fighting out of the blue corner, Roger Hilly. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Albbright.
all right, so Roger Hilly trying to give Nashville their first points. See if they get a 10 points for them. But you don't want to go down 3 rounds to none quickly. In Philadelphia, we've seen it time and time again, Dave. When Philadelphia builds up a lead, they step on you. They don't allow you to breathe.
Yeah, they're a great boxing organization team. And these 2 fighters are 2 of the nice human interest stories in the league. Now here, Albbright has sung the national anthem.
Yes, he has.
In here a number of times. And Roger Hilly one time was 0-5, but had 2 wins in one night against New York, his 2 wins of the year, and made that match go all the way to the end. So even if you're not having a good year, you have a good night, and you can be a hero in this league to your team.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, Albbright sang the national anthem a couple days after he defeated Kelvin Davis. And that was a fight in Norfolk where he got attacked after beating Davis, or Keyshawn's brother. So it was a heck of a weekend for Nair Albbright.
And to sing the national anthem with a boxing glove, that is one of the more unique sights.
Yeah, Roger Hilly, the southpaw for the Nashville Smash in white. Albbright 10-4, the 29-year-old.
Now, if Hilly is going to try and tie up Albbright, he needs to maximize his opportunities inside. If you just tie up and ride the clock, it's a tough way to go. He's trying to do some bobbing and weaving here. When he does that, he wants to get closer. He's doing the bob and weave, but he's standing up when he's doing that. He's not inching forward and picking up real estate.
It's been a rough go for Hilly at TCL. He's 2-10. And a lot of his fights, though, Dave, have been split decisions. The half of those have gone split decision with Hilly.
And that's why, to me, he's interesting, because he got those 2 wins when he was 0-5. And keep showing up even though the next 5 went against him.
Yeah, that was against Sherbek Mataliev, who is a hard out, and he got split decisions against him. So don't judge Hilly by his record, which is 2-10. He could easily be 7-3.
And the fact that they would put him up there in the lineup like this, near the top, in a prominent spot early, shows a lot of confidence from the coaching staff.
Yeah, they know that Nair Albbright is a tough out. And they'll go it again in the middle rounds. Final seconds of round number 3. And here Albbright looks like he's on his way to giving the Philly smoke 30 points.
All right, so there's Pipes Albbright on the left and Hilly on the right, trying to get inside. Albbright doing good work. Hilly matching him here in this particular sequence as they threw away the jab and got inside and got at it.
At the end of round number 3, we go to the official scorecard. All the judges scored the round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. From the Philly Smoke, Nair Albbright. This upcoming round is brought to you by Balance of Nature, proud health supplement partner of the TCL. Now moving on to round number 4, 147 pounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, Adrian Phillips. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Isaiah Johnson.
Isaiah Johnson is a very, very talented fighter. He's in TCL action. Johnson is 18-1. That's somebody that Philadelphia is really high on. Amelia Moore is standing by with a member of the Nashville Smash.
Hey y'all, we're down here ringside with Langston. Busy man. He just got off a fight 2 weeks ago. Can you tell us a little bit about how many rounds it was, how that positions you, and what you're looking for in the future?
Yeah, I fought 2 weeks ago, and I feel like Team Combat League, it helped a lot. It helped a lot in that fight. Guy didn't make it out of the first round, so I feel like I've been getting acclimated with starting fast, early rounds. It's going to be hard for these guys that have to deal with me and have to see me in my actual pro career. So.
Absolutely. Just being able to start that pace off and them not being ready for it just gives you huge opportunity. So with that was an 8-round fight, kind of looking for the future and setting you up next, and anything big that you're hoping for coming up.
And I'm hoping to get on that Canelo and Crawford undercard. something really big. I like being on big cards. I like getting that exposure. I thrive under the lights, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I can get that opportunity.
I mean, that would be amazing. So tonight's a huge night for you guys. It's kind of a make it or break it. You want to get into the finals and be able to win tonight and kick Miami out. Along with that, like, I saw you giving some instructions to Michelle Morales. That's a huge highlighted fight tonight. It was a really great fight. What were kind of the adjustments that you were talking through?
I felt like she needed to just work more off of her counters. You know, she was catching her. I felt like she hurt her a couple of times with the counters. I felt like if she would have countered with multiple shots versus just single shots, she would have hurt her more, and we'd have edged that round out.
Absolutely, yeah. Working on those feints and just kind of like creating the opportunities, not giving them away. And yeah, I mean, what would that feel like to be able to get into the playoffs?
It would be amazing. It would be amazing. I mean, I'm doing this because I love boxing. So I mean, we look to do this for the full season, and I've been in with the team for the full season, and I'd like to be in the playoffs and hopefully the Mega Brawl.
Let's go. You guys close it out big tonight. Make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
It was a first round KO, Amelia. That was at June 28th in Wisconsin. And we'll see Langston in a few rounds. But right now, Isaiah Johnson and Hadrian Phillips back and forth. And Johnson, the southpaw, is looking like he's... Oh, one of the better fighters just got dropped. Isaiah Johnson, that is rare to see him get hit that hard. And he got dropped here in the fourth round.
Nashville just got into the flow.
Hadrian Phillips.
Well, you know, when it's going to be an upset, if you're going to find yourself in these positions, it will be a combination of factors and some unexpected points coming.
This is only Phillips' second round in TCL, and he dropped Johnson, and they're going back and forth in the corner. Just winging punches.
You know, the important thing for Phillips is, okay, you dropped him, you didn't really hurt him. You have to protect the 10-8. That looks like it's looming for your team.
Hadrian Phillips, outside of TCL, he has one round of experience. It was a knockout victory for him May 17th in Nashville, and he's opening up some eyes in TCL. And they'll go again in round number 19.
That could not have come at a better time for Nashville. Every dog has his day. The underdog Nashville advantage of goods coming from the maybe a squared up stance, and the reason it was so surprising is you're not seeing him and load up that shot. That was a reaction shot, and it caught the opponent where he wasn't looking for it.
And now, fans, at the end of round number 4, we go to the official scorecard. All the judges have scored the round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. From the Nashville Smash, Hadrian Phillips.
And that's what Nashville needed. The newest member of the squad getting the job done.
Now, is this going to carry over
round number
and be
5,
contagious?
Entering the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Kemper Johnson.
Let's go, Kemp. Let's go, baby.
His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Hendry Cedeno.
Kemper Johnson making his TCL debut against Henry Cedeno.
Well, now the fight right after a dynamic development like the last one now has more heightened anticipation.
So Daniel, 18 rounds of experience in TCL. He's 15-3, the man from the Dominican Republic, now living in Reading, Pennsylvania. He's from La Romana, the Dominican Republic. And Kemper Johnson, born in Johnson City, Tennessee, his TCL debut for the 30-year-old, who's 4-3-1 in professional boxing. He's coming off a loss at the end of June.
And he's not having a good start with this.
Referee warning Cedeno about hitting behind the head. Oh, good left hook by Cedeno. Teeing off is Cedeno, the Dominican for Philadelphia. Having his way with Johnson, who's making his debut in TCL.
And making his debut, not used to the pace. Has not really gotten into the fight in this first minute.
Another good solid left hook from Cedeno.
He had time to line that up. And you know, how you would stop that is get your offense going, put a couple jabs out, at least try to disrupt the rhythm. But Cedeno having time to feint and then load up and set up that shot. Boy, and he's in love with it too, because it's getting home.
Overhand right for the man they call La Bazooka. He's loading up and launching like he's a bazooka.
See, Johnson's in some deep water here.
Cedeno's in smooth. They're supposed to go at it to open up the money rounds. And Cedeno doing whatever he wants. He's also 16-0 with 12 stoppages outside of TCL.
Yes, you've got somebody who's accustomed to the TCL quickness, and he's got some power. And he also has a sense of the opportunity sitting in front of him here against an inexperienced foe.
Yeah, the professional experience on the side of Henry Cedeno. Another overhand right lands flush. Kemper Johnson having difficulty trying to stop Cedeno. It's a one-way freight train. And Johnson trying to wrap up, trying to survive round number 5.
And if you're Nashville, you'll take a 10-9 loss at this point if you can get it.
Yeah, not the 10-8 though, especially after you just had one on your favorite.
Right, so this is important to minimize the...
Right hand for Cedeno wobbles Johnson. Less than 10 seconds to go in the round. Can Johnson survive? And dropping Cedeno. Johnson counters with the right hand of his own. The biggest punch that Johnson threw in the round drops the Dominican Cedeno.
What a turnaround.
And that'll do it. Oh, these two will go at it in the money rounds. Can't wait for round number 17.
Wow. It went from 10-9, you're happy to get 10-9 loss if you're Nashville, to now, guess what? Let's get greedy. And a lot of that, he's almost down here, but it's positioning. Watch how he finds a shot almost down here.
How did he not go down there?
Well, that was one big story. And then the second big story seconds later, boom. So by not going down, he's in a position to turn it around. That is a major, major flop and a flip.
And that's the first time that Cedeno's been dropped in his career.
Back-to-back knockdowns by Nashville.
Let's
against
go.
Philadelphia. Talked about live dogs this weekend.
Even the referee's trying to dap up the fighter like, heck yeah, that was a good one.
And now, fight fans, at the end of round number 5, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored this fight 10-8 in favor for your winner, Kemper Johnson.
Kemper Johnson was getting controlled the entire round, but with 4 seconds to go, drops his opponent Cedeno, and he wins the round.
That is, wow, just about a 4-point swing. That's almost 10-8 against you to 10-8 for you.
Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Now moving on to 154 pounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, Jeremiah Hinton. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Albbright.
Albbright, 18 rounds of TCL action. Jeremiah Hinton has 10 rounds in TCL. So good seasoned vets going back and forth. Hinton, the 33-year-old from Chicago, Illinois.
But now there has to be some electricity going through that Nashville corral.
Nashville taking the lead for the first time tonight. Thanks to back-to-back 10-8 rounds.
That's not something you usually come into Philadelphia and do.
No. And Albbright, the 25-year-old from Philly. He's been good for the Smoke all season. See a good jab from Kadir Albbright. Up next will be Isaiah Elrod and Paul Kroll. You got the heavyweights Leechman and Nathan to close out the launch round. Another right hand from Hinton. Another solid right hand from Hinton. Nashville Smash, if they win, they go to the playoffs, which get going next weekend.
You could just tell the enthusiasm, starting with the knockdown 2 fights ago, and in the team concept, it just brings everybody up.
In Philly, they have the number 2 seed locked up. You're fighting for pride right now to keep sharp, and also you're fighting at home.
You're fighting at home, and you don't want something lingering in your head like what Dallas has right now after being overtaken down the stretch by the LA Elite last night. If you're going to go out before the playoffs with the same people you're going to be using in the playoffs, you want to have a resounding good effort.
You also want to send a message to the rest of the league. We're closing the regular season strong. Watch out for us. Good back and forth with Hinton and Albbright.
With Albbright trying to do a lot behind his jab, and Hinton trying to get inside that jab and work the body. And they both had success at different points in this fight.
And these two will match up again in the middle rounds. We'll see them in round number 12. If you're watching TCL for the first time, fighters are allowed to fight twice in one night. It's up to the coaches to decide who's going to represent the squad twice. It's decided at the weigh-ins. And you're matching up your best fighters. Wow, this is a good round.
Yeah, they both have succeeded at different things. And so now it's a matter of the judges interpreting which of those things were more effective.
You always see fighters, when they know they're going to match up one more time, they'll touch gloves, but they're not really giving that celebration up.
We're not done yet.
No.
So what do we mean by the different things? Well, Hinton, some big shots on the outside and good work on the inside by Hinton. And for Albbright, it was the work outside with his jab. And they went back and forth with the things they did well.
And at the end of round number 6, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored the round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Kadir Albbright. Fight fans, do not forget the Philly Smoke will be returning for TCL playoff action on Saturday, July 26th at the 2300 Arena right here in Philadelphia. Get your tickets now at 2300.com. And now, moving on to round number 7 at 160 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Isaiah Elrod. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Paul Kroll.
Paul Kroll, Philly-born fighter. There you see him right on your screen. 30 years old. They call him the Punisher. He's 12-0-2 in his career, including a knockout victory in Atlantic City in early March. In TCL action, he's got 10 rounds of TCL work, including a victory over Giovanni Estella, which is always a tough out. That's at the end of June. And Isaiah Elrod, he's a tall drink in 160 pounds, 6'3", 160.
Yeah, and so the weapons are for him to use that jab, establish something. And for Kroll, it's to time a good right hand behind that jab, which he has tried to do.
Elrod, 25-year-old from Knoxville, Tennessee. A little rocky top for you. You just see that huge height difference.
Yeah, and what you can do, if you at least show your jab, you can distract your opponent a lot and make your opponent reset. So it's important for him to have that going, even if it's not scoring. It's something that you consistently have to show. And by doing that, you make Kroll gamble. Kroll darted at him and did land the left hook on the way in. But it's not the natural way he wanted to advance.
Elrod, his last fight outside of TCL was a third-round stoppage in Johnson City in early February. Look at his height. Look at the weight. It reminds you of Sebastian Fundora, the champion at 6'6", 154, right?
Yeah.
And then you saw him many times. Paul Williams.
Yes. The Punisher.
The Punisher. What about Chico Corrales, who was 5'10", 135?
You get some outsized credentials for your weight,
yes,
and you are difficult to face. It's a wild card nobody likes to go up against.
You see how you guys make that weight? For Ray Vargas recently, the Mexican champion, was 6', 122.
That's a. You're tempted to call him string bean if you can get inside of his jab to tell him.
Yep.
And so that's a style it's a natural built-in edge, but
it's Kroll landing the right hands.
Yeah, but the key is the speed that Elrod would have, and it's not so fast that Kroll can't get his shot in first when he times the jab.
Final seconds of round number 7, back and forth between Elrod and Kroll. Good action.
Entertaining. Both of the fighters having their moments at what they do well. So what do we mean by getting inside? He has to lunge, does Kroll. And he was successful at that time, but that's what a big, tall, gangly fighter will make you do. Take you out of your comfort zone. But he did pretty well out of his comfort zone. And for Elrod, get that jab out there. Was it effective enough?
At the end of round number 7, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored this round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision, Paul Kroll.
He outworked the bigger man and took that jab advantage
now,
away.
Fans, moving on to round number 8. We're in the heavyweight division. Fighting first out of the blue corner, please welcome D'Angelo Leechman. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Kuza Nathan.
The 8th round in the launch rounds. Good one, back and forth. Philly back in front, Y1, 66-65.
The Nashville has only won a couple of those matches in the middle were very big, getting double points to stay right with Philadelphia here.
Kuza Nathan lives in Yonkers. D'Angelo Leechman, the 33-year-old, 2-0 in TCL.
And those 2 wins came in the team's last outing against San Antonio, which is very big because they only won by 1 point.
This is Nathan's 24th round. A solid fighter in Team Combat League.
I think maybe we could argue it takes you 5 or 6 rounds to get a pretty good feel about the pace and how it all works. And then if you're up in the 20 range, you're a grizzled veteran.
Yeah. Because you know what you do. You know how to stay warm. You know how to get ready for the following round if you're going to fight twice. You know the pace.
You know what you have to do in the final minute. You know how to get to the wire quickly.
And that's one of the reasons that Philadelphia Smoke is a team that's only lost once, because they have those veterans that know what they have to do. Less than a minute to go in round number 8, the heavyweights. And with the heavyweights, you just never know when one of those big shots will land.
That's the crowd's kind of waiting for that.
Yeah.
Load it up. Let's see.
Well, that's something the heavyweights, when you talk to them, you know, I really don't have to go to the body because I can't break somebody down in 3 minutes because they're heavyweights, right?
Yeah. One big shot, and we've seen
that happen.
Some dynamic finishes, fights being decided, one against Nashville. Clarkson in the heavyweight final fight. One quick combination, and it was over.
You see Leechman trying to go for the home run. These guys will go at it in round 23. The Nashville Smash get 2 rounds thanks to 10-8 back-to-back knockdowns from Phillips and Johnson. One bright spot for them in the launch rounds. Now the Leechman do enough to win round number 8.
So there's Nathan with the stiff jab. That was the slip, and referee right on top of it. So it will stay at 10-9 rather than at 10-8 if Philly wins.
And at the end of round number 8, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have scored this round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Concha Nathan.
So Nathan takes the first time against Leechman, and the Philadelphia Smoke up 76-74. They're the heavy favorites coming into this one, and they are on top by 2. Launch rounds are done. Philly Smoke on top at home. Nashville Smash trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. If they win, they're in. But right now, they're down by 2 in Philly. Team Boxing League is brought to you by Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live with Events Ticket Center. Tickets to the best seats in the house to all your favorite events. TCL Team Boxing League is brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. In Philadelphia, that's where we're at for the final weekend of TCL Team Boxing League regular season. Playoffs right around the corner. Back in the studio, veteran Dave Bontempo. Dave, Philadelphia came in a heavy favor, but at the end of the launch round, they're only up to 76-74.
Yeah, they've had a great outing with 6 of the wins in those 8 fights, but Nashville with a couple of power shots staying with it. So there's the scoring aspect of TCL playing out in the launch rounds. If you can get to 10-8 rounds for the power, you stay in it. So Nashville would have been down by 4, but they're only down by 2 because of the highlights that they gave.
And let's look at the Nashville highlights. 2 knockdowns and coming in round 4 and 5. Adrian Phillips with the big hammer.
And not expected, but there it was. And this team had lost the first 3, may have been en route to losing the first 4, but that unexpected source of power put them closer, and then this one put them ahead.
Yeah, Johnson was getting controlled and dominated the entire round except until this shot.
Kemper Johnson. So the Nashville Smash in those 2 instances aptly named in this contest.
Oh, the fight card coming your way in the middle rounds. Miguel Gomez against Francisco Rodriguez. Langston against the veteran Jesse Hart. And yes, that is USS Steve Cunningham coming up, along with the heavyweights Kuza and Dweko. So Philadelphia bringing their heavy hands in the middle round.
They're a very good team at the bottom of the lineup. That might be one thing that separates them from a lot of opponents, is that you're talking about Cunningham and Hart all the way down. You get to a close fight with them at the end, you're feeling very good.
The veterans are always good for all the teams. The Philadelphia has strong veterans. We'll see them. But which is the round where, Dave, you really want to see?
I think it's a relative newcomer, Francisco Rodriguez, for Philadelphia, because of relative, I say, because, he started the season. He wasn't on the team, but he was there last year. This is a kid that's just blossoming week by week for this team. One of those unsung heroes under the radar, so I'm fascinated by him.
You've been raving about this young man for a reason, and he is the guy you got to watch. So Francisco Rodriguez, Miguel Gomez will come in your way in round 10. Let's go back to ringside. Mike Falvo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the middle rounds, your score. Philadelphia leads with a score of 76-74. And now, fans, welcome to the middle rounds. First up at 118 pounds, fighting out of the blue corner, Michelle Morales. Her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Brittany Sims.
All right, middle rounds coming your way. Brittany Sims, one of the best fighters, male or female, in TCL. Took care of Michelle Morales in round 1. And Sims is just so good, so technical, Dave.
And she has an ice-like scowl on her face just before the fight. Like nothing is going to take her away from the mission. Now, Morales has to do, in terms of adjustments, something that makes Sims uncomfortable and to get her out of this fluid rhythm that she has. And she has the idea of trying to bob and weave, get in, slip past the gloves, and really deliver something. See, there's nothing wrong with that, even if she's warned. And she does help up for sportsmanship. But that's one of the things you can do to try and make your opponent uncomfortable, get out of sync somehow.
That's hard to do against Brittany Sims.
Yeah.
She stays locked in mentally.
Yeah, you try everything. But also, Morales lifts her head straight up when she's coming in. And Sims might be able to time her with a good hard shot. Veteran moves by Sims. The subtlety, one of them is latching on when your opponent is doing something where you can grab but not be called on it. See, you grab and you get out quick. You make it not laboring.
Yes, the women do fight 3-minute rounds, which is the advantage for Sims because the amount of combinations it throws and also her activity.
Yeah, her veteran status overall. And you can see that Morales, how do you get inside this enormous reach? And that's not where she wants to be. But Sims cutting off the ring very subtly, a la Bernard Hopkins, perhaps.
Speaking of Philly.
Yeah, I mean, she slices it little by little. It's not a dramatic move. It's like a little chop, 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 chop. All of a sudden, I'm on top of you.
The hook landed by Sims.
And the hook, and then she gets out. So you might be looking up to answer her after she lands, but all of a sudden she's not there. And that's the move that you may not expect when you go up against her.
The activity from Sims does not stop. Overhand right from Sims. Uppercut now from Sims. Morales in the corner, not a good spot for her. She gets tagged with the left hook from Sims, followed up by her right. Brittany Sims closing the round strong for the Philadelphia Smoke, trying to extend that 2-point lead.
Well, Morales did all she could, but Sims is too good. Even more demonstrative and definitive than their first time out, as she thought power here. Good left hook. I talked about Morales coming in with her head up, and she pays a big price for it with those shots. And then the body shot, you look up, and she's gone. She's not following it up. It's one punitive body shot and goodbye.
And now, at the end of round number 9, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored the round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Brittany Sims. This round is brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Now moving on to 135 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Miguel Gomez. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Francisco Rodriguez.
This is the round to watch in the middle rounds for my partner Dave Bontempo, Miguel Gomez, Francisco Rodriguez for the first time tonight.
Rodriguez, a casino worker in Atlantic City, coming up to Philadelphia, joining this team. And like Sims, one of those under the radar type acquisitions, adds that this team had after the season started.
And you've been high on Rodriguez since you first saw him.
Yeah, coming out because all the big names on the team. And that's helpful for him, that he doesn't have to be the one out in front like the Harts and like the Cunninghams and like the Ellises. He can kind of come into his own with little pressure.
And Miguel Gomez from Antioch, Tennessee, is making his TCL debut. Welcome to the league. Oh, by the way, help us get into the playoffs.
Yes, no pressure. We're down 3. Do what you can for us.
Yeah, he's 5-0 with 4 stoppages in his career, is Gomez. We haven't seen him in the ring since December of 2023.
Yeah, and so on one hand, you say, okay, this is a good way to come back. It's one round. You can handle that. You've been away so long. But trying to adjust to the pace in a playoff-charged atmosphere, that does become a big ask.
Yeah, the 21-year-old Rodriguez in the purple is 7-0, all via stoppages when he's away from TCL. That's including a third-round stoppage in April of 2025 in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall.
And so I think what you do in situations with guys like him is you see his confidence growing, and
you see his left hook growing too.
Yeah, and the fast starts in his other fights. This has conditioned him.
Snapping the hooks, going to the body is Francisco Rodriguez. In the corner is Gomez, in trouble, holding on.
Oh, a hook there instead of pushing him down. Might have done the trick for Rodriguez.
Gomez trying to cover up, and you see the body shot from Rodriguez. Stalking is Francisco Rodriguez.
These are slingshot body shots.
Gomez breathing heavy with 25 seconds to go. Man, those body shots are taking a toll. Overhand right from Rodriguez.
And that's what happens when those body shots take a toll. Something else will open up.
Yeah, Gomez does not want to get hit in the body. You see him keeping the elbows tucked in tight.
Interesting idea for Rodriguez to go southpaw for the last few seconds. Not productive there as he was loading up the hook, but that's a good performance.
Excellent round for Cisco Rodriguez, and now I see why you've been falling in love with him, Dave.
Yeah. It's a guy that growing nicely, blossoming, bringing more out every fight that he's had. Good two-punch combination there. Kept his balance, and then he was able to launch into the hooks. And that's when he almost had the knockdown, and the hook, I think, would have got it to him, but the pushing down the head.
At the end of round number 10, we go to the official scorecard. All the judges have scored the round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Francisco Rodriguez.
A 4-point lead now for the Philly Smoke.
And they're in the same spot.
And now moving on
after the first two, they started the launch rounds with 2 wins.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Roger Hilly. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Nair Albbright.
All right, well, these two went at it in round 3. Albbright got the decision. What will happen in round 11 as Philadelphia tries to extend their 4-point lead?
I think for Hilly, when you look at adjustments, it is something where you want to show the hand speed, but then get back out. Try to get your damage done. Let it register with the judges and then reload. If you get trapped on the inside, you don't know how they're going to see it.
And for the Nashville Smash, the team, it's real simple. Win and you go to the playoffs next week. Head coach Fred Goulet is motivating his fighters, letting them know, hey, we need rounds. We don't need knockouts yet, but we need to keep it close because you want to be in that money round situation and be close.
And that's especially poignant right now because Nashville had gotten out in front with the power displays, and Philly has come back and is on the verge of starting to pull away. So this is a pivotal match, and you can kind of sense that urgency coming from Hilly.
And last night we saw it where the LA Elite were down 7 going into the money rounds after atrocious middle rounds. They got knocked down and came back to win and clinch a playoff spot.
Comeback of the year.
Absolutely. Because the playoffs were on the line.
Yeah, to be able to do it under those pressure circumstances, and that Nashville would like to take a page from LA and do it with the power guys, and that's the unexpected source of power is what got LA back on track last night, and Nashville could use some more. The only wins are with the 10-8s.
That was from Johnson and Phillips, who we won't see again until the money round. You got to make sure the teammates keep you close enough.
Now, Hilly has gotten off to an excellent start in this fight.
Right.
The question is, can he stay with that pesky style? Or if he gets in tight like this, is he playing into Albright's hands?
Albbright is so smooth. Gets in there, gets out. where Philadelphia is really showing their depth. Being able to have a fighter like the heel Albbright in the middle rounds.
Yeah.
Anybody else would use him in the money rounds. Albbright with that smile to his opponent, Roger Hilly.
Well, Hilly did everything he could.
Yep.
He buzzed around him. He made the adjustments we talked about. So will he get the call? This is when he squares up and lands some good work on the inside. Gets tied up here, but he won that sequence. Did he win the big call from the judges?
And at the end of round number 11, we go to the official scorecard. All judges at ringside have scored the round in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Albbright. Round number 12 is brought to you by Balance of Nature, the proud health supplement partner of the TCL. Moving on to round number 12 at 154 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jeremiah Hinton. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Albbright.
Kadir got the nod in round number 6 over Hinton. We're running back here in round number 20. Middle round action so far. It's Philadelphia taking 3 rounds to none, and they have a 5-point lead, 106-101.
We talk about the depth of this team, having won 6 fights in a row and only losing those 2.
And if it wasn't for Kemper Johnson landing a hook right at the end of the round, that would have been a Philadelphia round.
Yes, that was basically a 4-point swing after he'd been hit. A looming 10-8, turning into a 10-8 for you. That's what kept them in the match, but now it's 6 in a row for Philly, and Nashville needs a run.
Here from Philadelphia, representing the Smokewell. He's 12-1 in his career, and Kadir gets in, gets out. He gets hit with the left hook, though, by Jeremiah Hinton.
Hinton doing a pretty good job with these body shots.
Kadir had a 5th round stoppage in January that made him 12-1. So all 12 of his victories outside of TCL have come by a stoppage for Kadir Albbright. And TCL, he has 1 stoppage in his 8 wins.
Yeah, the 1-round format, discouraging those stoppages, but still, you bring your power with you, and that can make a difference in a short fight.
Yeah, Kadir has some good scraps. Lasha Grugliani from New York. Darian Castro is always a tough out. A good scrap with Rashidi Ellis a couple times. Brian Pino. So he's been fighting the veterans, Kadir.
Yeah. And fighting like a veteran here.
Absolutely.
In tying up a very ambitious Jeremiah Hinton. Now, Hinton has done some good work to the body. Question is, has it been glaring enough for the judges? He's loading up for the big hook to the body, but not jabbing his way in. So that's what happens. You get off balance and you have to either lunge in or stumble your way in, and it costs you time.
Hinton, Chicago, Illinois, now representing the Nashville Smash. Final seconds of round number 12. Good uppercut by Hinton landing. Would that be enough in the judge's eyes?
He has really brought the pressure. And the question is how the judges are going to grade his body punching. Because on the outside, he was not winning, but those good left hooks were his best efforts. And this is nice action with the hooks from Hinton. Albbright with the hand speed on the outside. The contrast of what you like.
And at the end of round number 12, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have scored this round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Albbright. And now moving on to round number 13. Making their way into the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Barahas. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Ray Robinson.
The new Ray Robinson, the veteran for Philadelphia, and he's going up against Juan Barahas. JB, the initials, not just because his name is Juan Barahas, but because his nickname is Just Business. And the Philadelphia Smoke with a 6-point lead. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves, Amelia Moore. All right, we'll try to check in with Amelia in a bit.
And Just Business, Barahas, try to overcome Just Business for Philadelphia. And the last two Nashville fighters have done a lot of hard work, good body work, good effort, brought the fight to their opponents, but were considered not to be effectively aggressive. So it's one thing to bring the heat, but if you get clipped on the way in, you're not going to get those calls.
And there's that right hand from Just Business, Juan Barahas. The veteran Robinson had his head snapped back. Nashville needs to start getting some rounds. It's slipping away from them. Barahas was on the big stage in T-Mobile Arena earlier this year. He lost on the David Benavidez Morrell undercard, his only loss. And he just got dropped. Ray Robinson connected. Barahas is complaining, saying there was a trip. Referees ruling it a knockdown. Nothing going right for Nashville.
Not only a scoreboard changer, a momentum changer, because Barahas was doing his best work.
And now Barahas throws down the veteran Ray Robinson. Referee gives him a look. That's frustration from the Nashville Smash.
That's retaliation.
And Barahas working the hometown crowd. That's not on his side.
It's an emotional sport, and sometimes that can take over.
And these two are scheduled to go at it in the final round. They're scheduled to go at it in round 24.
We've got time to build up some animosity.
Oh, that's there.
Happened here. Have to stew on it.
Robinson is a vet. He knows how to hang on. He knows how to frustrate you. And he's done that exact thing to Juan Barahas. Loading up, swinging and missing.
Knows how to hold on to you and not get caught.
Yep.
Which is going to make you angrier.
Big round for Ray Robinson.
And a big turnaround, because Barahas was doing well until this. He gets caught and down he goes. And he's complaining, but Robinson's right there saying, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Do you see the feet come together? That's what Barahas was contending, but that's not how the call went. And then Barahas says, well, you know what? I'm throwing you down anyway.
And at the end of round number 13, we go to the official scorecard. Round number 13 is a 10-8 round awarded To the red corner, Ray Robinson. Round number 14 is brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place for recovery and self-discovery. Moving on to round number 14. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, William Langston. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Jesse Hollywood Hart.
The veteran Jesse Hart against William Langston. Philadelphia all fired up. Amelia Moore standing by with one of the members of the Smoke.
Hey everybody, I'm down ringside with Rasheem Brown. We're just sitting down here. Jesse Hart kept telling me that his birthday was tomorrow. It was actually July 4th, but let's just give the man a happy birthday anyway.
Appreciate y'all.
I honestly, dude, when I watch you fight, you're so composed. You're so, like, calm and composed and quiet in there. And it just goes to show, like, the seasoning that you have as an athlete. Like, you are so talented, especially towards the end of that last round. It was like that pace, your opponent thinks that the pace is coming down, and you're just waiting.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to watch because I can see it.
Yeah.
What can you tell other athletes, like amateurs, up and coming, even your teammates, about how to create that composure and stay quiet? Because people get wild in there, and then when they leave themselves open and they start getting crazy and desperate, like, what would you tell people?
The main thing is to not fight off the emotions, like the emotions of your opponent, the emotions of the crowd. You don't fall into the chaos. That's just how. That's a way for your opponent to just drag you into it. You just gotta just listen to your corner, stick to the game plan you've been working on in the gym, and then execute it. It's gonna be easy. That's how I make all my fights easy. I don't get it caught up in all the emotional stuff.
Fight your own fight.
Fight your own fight, perfect.
So right now, you don't have anything scheduled on the traditional side. TCL's been keeping you active. What are you hoping for after the TCL season? And I know, not to push it off, like, we've got the playoffs, you guys are the defending champs, you got big things right now, you're gonna do your thing, hopefully bring it home again.
Right. I mean, I plan on, I'm hoping for, as soon as the TCL is over with, I get right back in the ring because I ain't got time to be sitting around no more. I'm ready to just stay active and keep my momentum going right now. You know, it's different with a one-round fight and 8-round fights, but I'm in the gym this whole time, so I'm ready for whatever come my way.
Totally, keeping the engine revved, and then on top of that, you're looking for like an 8-round fight, big fights. Let's go. Yep. People need to start knocking.
I mean, I don't know no names to call out, but anybody's available. I'm here for anybody. I don't care who it is.
You heard from him. You're going back into the money rounds. We'll see you there. Do your thing, man.
Good job, Amelia. You can hear the excitement in the voice of that Philadelphia Smoke fighter. Let's think about TCL, Dave. We're talking about it. He keeps these fighters active and in the news.
And also he's talking about not getting caught up in the excitement and the emotion, which is very important. And it's something that you could be trapped into in a one-round fight because you're already going full engine and racing the clock. So you need to be aggressive yet composed in a tight 3-minute square.
Final seconds of round 14 from Jesse Hart and William Langston. It's been all Philly in the middle rounds.
And this is what makes Philly tough when you get down here. And you have Robinson, Hart, and Cunningham back-to-back. And if you're not ahead when that time comes, it's difficult for you.
And at the end of round number 14, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have all scored this round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Jesse Hart.
Jesse Hart keeps it perfect so far for Philly in the middle rounds.
Moving on to round number 15. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Shamar Revon Baxter. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Steve Cunningham.
And yes, that is USS Cunningham. The 48-year-old Steve Cunningham having a lot of fun in TCL, where he's undefeated. He's 4-0 in TCL action.
And we called him during his boxing career when he was world champion. We saw him coming up. And now we're seeing him in this venue.
Chance for him to fight for his hometown, Philadelphia. The cruiserweight division. Back in 2013, got knocked out by Tyson Fury in Madison Square Garden. But he also knocked down Fury in round 2. And we had Thomas Adamek a couple times, Marco Huck.
And that was a good era for the cruiserweights.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the middle of all that.
2005, right around that. You could go up and down. Antonio Tarver was also in the mix. He had that split draw with Antonio Tarver in Newark. Done some work over the years, Steve Cunningham. Stays in the gym, stays ready.
And longevity is a reward. I mean, you have to be doing a lot of things right to find an outlet here.
Now he's going up against Shamar Baxter. And Baxter's in a desperate mode right now because the Nashville Smash, their season is about to get shut. Baxter, the 29-year-old who also does kickboxing and BKB, and as well as boxing.
You've got a Nashville team that has lost 9 fights in a row here in the body of work after they had back-to-back 10-8s. And you don't usually see that contrast.
No.
If you're good enough to get a couple 10-8s, you're not going to lose 9 fights in a row. But that's what we've been talking about, Philadelphia, the deep team that they have. And
you also don't see it from a team. Sorry to cut you off, Dave, but you also don't see it from a team that has playoff aspirations, a team that is in the mix, a team that's right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'd expect it from, let's just say, not to pick on them, but Houston, who hasn't won a match this year.
Right.
You would see that happening with it, but not Nashville.
No. And this is a match they were ahead in after 5.
Yeah.
But it's not like they didn't bring it.
No, they're not. It's not for lack of effort. It's just Philadelphia is excellent tonight.
They're that good, and they basically, even when you are more aggressive against them, they have a way to turn it against you.
If round 5 was about to be Philadelphia's, and if Cedeno doesn't get caught at the bell, it would be only round one for Nashville. That's crazy.
For a team that's got 3 wins and playoff hopes.
And it's a team that I would have said could be a sneaky contender to upset some people in the playoffs.
They were at that spot probably up to the midway point of the year. Then they leveled off, and that's a team that had Atlanta all the way.
Yeah, to tell me I'll find a dark horse, I would have gone with Nashville if they would have got into the playoffs. The vet, USS, Steve Cunningham.
So will USS Cunningham make it 10 in a row, or is the action like this going to turn it Nashville's way? This is kind of a microcosm of all the aggression that last replay shown by Nashville, but no reward.
Yeah, Cunningham, why are you guys calling him USS? Well, he's been a veteran, been a while. He served in the Navy. He was on America and Enterprise aircraft carriers in the 90s when he was a member of the U.S. Navy. He was boxing at the Norfolk
At the end of
station.
round number 15, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded the round to your winner by way of split decision. Out of the red corner, Steve Cunningham.
I mean, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, and that was a fight that I think a split is a good verdict, because they were that close throughout that contest.
And now moving into round number 16. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fernando Kuza. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Joey Dweko.
All right, so you have the legend Kuza taking on that man, the tank, Joey Dweko. And if anybody needs a round, it is Fernando Kuza. You cannot get swept in the middle rounds. Heavyweights, big man against big man. And you see Kuza, the 25-year-old, he's listed as a southpaw, going orthodox right now, from Cuba, from Guantanamo. Now living in Miami, he's 6'4".
And if you stay busy on the outside with the jab, that is how you would beat Dweko, who basically will walk in and try to load up something big.
Joey, it's a perfect fighter. He'll stand there, he'll trade with you. About 50 pro fights. He fought a talented Olympic heavyweight, Richard Torres, who signed with Top Rank. He fought him last year. And Dweko was getting drilled, and you just saw, okay, that was Torres' first real test. Like, okay, that's a kid to look at afterwards. If you give Dweko a chance against these youngsters, he'll make them frustrated, just like he's making Fernando Kuza frustrated right now.
He might let you end up throwing more punches, but he might be more accurate with his.
The nickname Tank is perfect for Joey. Well, he's lost his last 3 against Price Taylor, Kai Brooks, and Ruiz Cordoba.
That's how you face him, though. Double jab in the right hand, thrown by Kuza. Perfect combination.
And Joey's also a referee.
In his spare time.
Kuza, 8-3 with 1 stoppage in TCL action. The heavyweights, you just have to anticipate one of those big bombs landing.
And Dweko telegraphing as he stepped in for a left hook. But against this taller fighter, it will not be easy for him to just wade in.
A 10-point lead for the Philadelphia Smoke. They had a 2-point lead coming into the middle round. And they've just controlled and dominated.
Yeah, this has been quite a display by the Philadelphia team. And primarily...
Oh, there's a hook from Dweko! Kuza's glove touches. Everything going Philly way. And Joey, the tank, called his shot, takes his mouthpiece out to talk some more.
Primarily without the power punchers, just by stacking wins up. And then Dweko, just before the bell, punctuates it and says, yes, the power punchers are here too.
And they'll go at it again in round number 20. It was Kuza winding up, and it was Dweko con la salsa right there. You wanted some salsa? Put that on it.
Bolo, down you go.
And now, fight fans, at the end of round number 16, the judges at ringside have awarded this round 10-8 to Joey Dweko.
Sorry. So he's from Philly. I should have said they put some whiz on it. Gino or Pats, 156, 144, all Philly, thanks to 2 10-8 rounds in the middle rounds. Nashville Smash, playoff hopes on life support right now because the Philly Smoke are showing what they're all about, bringing that smoke at home in Philly. And Team Boxing League is brought to you by Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live with Events Ticket Center. Tickets to the best seats in your house to all your favorite events. Visit a TCL Team Boxing League postseason event in person. Just scan the QR code on your screen and purchase tickets to our next location. Next week, quarterfinals in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona for an action-packed doubleheader. Then the following week, July 26th, back in Philly for the second quarterfinal doubleheader. Get your tickets now. We back inside the studio. Bethel Duran, Dave Bontempo. Dave, I knew Philly was going to come out strong. I didn't know they were going to bring that much smoke. Wow.
You know, you talk about a team that was really upset when Vegas beat them a couple weeks ago. So their theme might be, don't get mad, sweep the middle rounds, which is what they did in this contest here. They have dominated two straight teams since then. They have come out with some attitude tonight, some power, but for the most part, stacking up win after win. A very consistent and high-level team.
Yeah, a lot of power. They get two 10-8 rounds in the middle round portion of tonight's final matchup for the regular season. Let's get you the highlights. Let's start in round 10. Miguel Gomez and Cisco Rodriguez.
Yeah, and Rodriguez really unleashing some punitive body shots and showing you that why he has been an improving fighter in this league. Good sense of where he has to be, kept the attack going, and that got Philly started in the middle rounds, and they continued it here with the new Ray Robinson telling the referee, give me that call, man. That's a 10-8 for our team. And this is a great matchup all the way back and forth, but that shot by Robinson, one of the big highlights for Philly in a continually middle round.
The money rounds coming up. Elrod and Kroll should be a good one. Kuza, Dweko, the heavyweights will go at it again. And we'll finish up with Barahas and Ray Robinson, the fight that you just highlighted right now. Dave, every single Philadelphia fighter has come out strong tonight. They're sending a message to everybody that's headed to the playoffs, aren't they?
Yes, and the way they're doing it is they are sound fundamentally as a team. It's almost like they fight as a team each fight. We come out, we jab, we move, we cut off the ring, we tie you up. They do all the things you're supposed to do, all the little tricks, fighter by fighter by fighter.
Every single Philadelphia fighter has been excellent tonight, but there's got to be one that you're really looking forward to in the money rounds.
Well, you know what? We always talk about Hart just because he's the leader of the team, the emotional center of the Philadelphia team. Jesse Hart, you know, he talks it up with his teammates. He gets them going. And so his fight with Langston is as much about looking at him as it is looking at this fight based on the score. But you know what? He is the heart and soul of that team.
Like the damn Yankees once said, all you need is heart. You just got to have heart.
And they have it.
They have it. Jesse Hart and the Philadelphia Smoke on fire right now. Let's hear from Mike Falvo.
And now, fans, it's time to move on to the money rounds. With your score, the Philly Smoke 156, Nashville 144. Making their way to the ring for round number 17 at 147 pounds. Fighting out of the blue corner for the Nashville Smash, Kemper Johnson. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Hendry Centeno.
Johnson Cedeno, where Kemper Johnson landed a shot at the end of round number 5 that dropped Cedeno for the first time in his career. I have a feeling that Cedeno might be looking for payback here.
You know, you talk about the pressure and the fight within the fight. Okay, your team is way out in front, but, you know, you're Cedeno, you're realizing that Johnson is the last fighter to win for Nashville. Philadelphia's won 11 in a row. Now, you're back with this guy. You really want to extend the streak.
You're going to look at Nashville, and the last time they won, Dave, like you mentioned, round number 5. This has got to be the biggest one-sided thumping that we've seen in a while in TCO.
Yeah, and especially fight by fight. You know, stacking up all these wins in a row.
There's that overhand right from Cedeno, goes to the body, chopping to Cedeno. He's got bad intentions from that overhand right.
He's trying to set it up, get the rhythm of it behind the jab.
You have a 12-point lead if you're the Philadelphia Smoke. But this is a squad, their coaching staff, the way they work, the way they train, the way they think, we should be the #1 seed. They're upset that they lost to Vegas.
And this is the way you like to see teams respond to that loss.
So Daniel, so on point, and Johnson trying to hold on after he gets hit with a tough body shot. Covering up is Johnson against the ropes. So Daniel breaking down Kemper Johnson here in round number 17.
It starts with the jab, then to the body. And even though Cedeno has been in good control, he's maintaining his composure and not trying to get wild and walk into one.
Using that long jab of Cedeno. There's that body shot. Jab to the body as we approach a minute to go. Excellent round for Henry Cedeno.
And watch how he's been able to reset. Punches, backs up, and is in position to punch again, as opposed to throwing a bunch of flurries that are wild and then you get caught. I mean, you can always get caught, but he's minimizing his chances of being caught by bringing the gloves back and then being in position to fight right away. See, that's a good example of that. Get in, get a receipt, and get out.
Elrod and Kroll coming up next. Excellent round for Henry Cedeno. Kemper Johnson, a tough man. There's too much Henry Cedeno in round number 17, and that's how you start the money round.
Remember, that's the guy that just beat you.
Yeah, that looked good right there, Henry Cedeno.
That's professional adjustments right there. Good jab, right hand, and the left hook to the body. And then, notice how he steps back and finds room to go attack again, and then figures out the next angle with which to do it. And that's how he got Johnson to walk right into that right-hand bomb.
And at the end of round number 17, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have scored the round in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Hendry Centeno. Round number 18 is brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. And now, moving on to round number 18, fighting out of the blue corner, Isaiah Elrod. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Paul Kroll.
How many straighten out, Dave?
12. And I think that they're on the verge. They unofficially, they'll have to send the statisticians scrolling to find their record, but they're right in among the biggest streaks of consecutive wins on a card.
This is impressive. Very, very impressive. Paul Kroll took care of business in round 7 against Isaiah Elrod. And right now, if you're a member of the Nashville Smash, you see that your season is done.
Yes.
It just, mathematically, you're done. It's over. But you're fighting for pride right now.
You are. You know, you always have to remember that people are seeing you. Somebody is evaluating you. You might be picked up and discovered by somebody looking in, maybe looking for a fighter to sign or a sparring partner or somebody to work with somebody else.
Well, I mean, there's so many matchmakers that say, hey, do you know about somebody? Do you know about somebody?
Right.
You have any tape?
I
Yeah,
just
I
saw
can
this guy.
send you what I have on TCL.
I just saw this guy last night. He looked really good. His team didn't win, but he did.
Hey, I've done that a couple of times when people ask me, hey, you were working this, like, yeah, check this out.
Yep.
Check out these guys. You never know where it might head to. And also with TCL, when you get to the playoffs, if teams need reinforcements, they can find somebody from a team that's been eliminated.
So you
If they want
always are being evaluated by somebody important in the sport.
Absolutely.
On top of your personal pride. And, you know,
That's what it is, too.
that's the thing that, you know, a lot of times in the media, they'll come up with scenarios. Oh, well, you know, they don't need this fight. They don't have to send out all their best people. But when you suit up and you have an opportunity to perform, to play any sport, you're happy to be there.
Also, you never, ever just take anybody lightly.
No. I mean, you're getting a chance to do what you love to do.
It was funny when someone, oh, it's just a tune-up fight. Oh, there's no such
No
thing.
such thing. You'll get a tune-up and an oil change if you're not careful.
Absolutely. How many fights have marinated a little too long?
Yes.
So we won't get into that one.
And this was one of the closer opportunities that Nashville had in the last 12 with Kroll and Elrod. With Elrod being on the outside, dictating the action, and Kroll countering him because he's faster. That was a good spirited tough.
Good back and forth. I like Elrod.
To the point we were making about fighting with pride regardless of the score. And we saw that from both of these fighters here. Elrod was the closest in these last 12 for Nashville. Is he going to break that streak?
At the end of round number 18, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have scored this round in favor of your winner. By way of unanimous decision, Paul Kroll!
Not enough.
How many is that now?
13.
13. Lucky number 13.
And now moving on to round number 19. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Adrian Phillips. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Isaiah Johnson.
So this is Isaiah Johnson, Adrian Phillips. back and forth. Amelia Moore standing by with a special guest.
Hey everybody, we're down here ringside with my girl Morales. We have to just talk about the amazing adjustments that you made going into that second round with Brittany Sims. Brittany Sims is a very seasoned athlete. She's also a contender right now with WBC, I believe. And we were talking a little bit earlier about just like the opportunities with TCL kind of affords. And I would definitely say that these last 2 rounds, like girl, no matter what, please be proud of yourself.
I think any loss that is taken in TCL or at any fight is a learning experience. I don't take these L's personally. I don't. It's a team thing. And again, it's just all growing. It helps a lot. It helps us women as well with the exposure. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here, to be fighting good top contenders. My last couple of fights have been really great contenders as well. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity. I definitely, with TCL, I have grown a lot as far as fighting wise and competing. It's been keeping me active all season, so I'm just ready for the real fights now.
And we were talking a little bit about that. You had a scheduled bout that was supposed to happen in a couple weeks. Was it 6 rounds?
So it was scheduled for a 6-rounder, and it fell through. Unfortunately, we're still working. We're still back in the lab. We'll still be back on Monday training, and hopefully there's another opportunity for me to be competing, and hopefully you guys see me soon.
I believe it. I mean, we've got so much movement with what Jake Paul's doing. Like, let's get some fights going. I'd love to see you back in the ring. On top of that, we are so, like, quiet and like quaint, and I just like, she told me earlier about what you do outside of being a full-time athlete. She has 2 jobs, which both of those jobs take an extensive amount of schooling to go through. And can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I'm so blown away by, you're amazing.
Thank you so much. So I'm a dental hygienist. I'm also a personal trainer, so I do have 2 full-time jobs while working my full-time career as a professional boxer. It is definitely stressful, but at the end, us women, like I said, we're just here out trying to kick ass and make a name for ourselves, and hopefully everybody witnesses the greatness that us women have for TCL, and even overall just the experience as a woman to step in a ring and to just showcase our talent is the most beautiful thing that anybody can see.
Girl, I love your mentality. I love your fight. Keep growing. I can't wait to see you guys. Hopefully you get pulled into the all-star team, and we'll see as this fight continues tonight. But thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, TCL. Please keep tuning in every season that there is for TCL. It's amazing, great experience, and it's a great exposure.
And Michelle Morales continues to show what TCL is all about, giving women an opportunity to shine and get to the big stages, like last night at Madison Square Garden, where you had Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano on an all-women's card. And Amelia Moore just continues to thrive as a broadcaster with us. I'm going to say one day, I know her when Amelia Moore is out there.
There you go.
Keep doing what you're doing, Amelia. Excellent job ringside. But that was a round between Isaiah Johnson and Hadrian Phillips. See how the judges have that one scored.
And at the end of round number 19, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded this round to your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Isaiah Johnson.
How many is that, Dave?
The upcoming round is brought to you
14.
We have to be
by balance of nature
on the verge of a record. We'll probably get that
TCL.
at some point. Maybe not tonight, but we'll find out what that number is. It may be the number that gets set here.
And now moving on to round number 20. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fernando Kuza. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Joey Dweko.
So Dweko and Kuza. And Dweko dropped Kuza at the end of round 16. Tank is ready to go.
He loaded up one big shot and totally changed the dynamics of that fight. A little tape issue for the Tank.
So Dweko and Kuza going right back and forth. This is the kind of fight where technique is out the window. This is pride. This is Kuza saying, oh, you dropped me last round? He had that big smirk. Remember, Kuza in round 16, he was doing the old bolo at the end, and he got caught.
Yeah. Careful when you do that bolo.
This is the kind of fight that can easily become one of those where you're at the bar and you're just sitting there and two guys just yapping back and forth and say, you know, let's go outside. And you're like, guys, we're at the bar. There's no need for that. Then let's go in the alley and you see big guy against big guy.
And people will follow it out to see it. Yeah, and when they fought the first time, Kuza was doing a lot of good things on the outside. And perhaps that's why he lined up for the bolo, thinking that he was about to close it out. Or maybe he's just theatrical.
Or both. I mean, you're 6'4" heavyweight. You got to have some kind of show. I think Joey wants to do commentating also.
It's the kind of thing they'll say, Joey, you're not allowed to pick up the guy. I just did.
I think Joey might also be one of those. Joey, you can't do that. I didn't.
Yes.
He jumped into my arms. Kuza frustrated. If Joey will do that.
Well, you can't get stylistically going. A little taunting. It's the mind game. It's...
Joey will do that.
Get inside your opponent's head.
And it looks like he's worked. Uppercut from Kuza. Up next will be Jesse Hart and Will Langston. Now, there's two big guys
waiting for the hook.
Waiting for the shot.
And when it's the two big guys and you're expecting something, you'll wait patiently. Let's see what happens.
Referee trying to let them work out. They're not. Smash members trying to say, Kuza, bring him on. Philly crowd on the side of Tank in the smoke.
Good finish by Kuza.
Oh, big swing and a miss, like he was a Citizens Bank. Kuza blowing kisses.
And that was before the fight was over.
Yeah.
You know, this is personal.
Yeah.
It's not just showmanship.
Joey knows how to put on the show. You're coming in with a nickname Tank. You know. Been around the block.
You're going to plod in. You'll throw your shots.
Plod, that's a great way to say it.
It's me. No, it's not, man. It's me. I still think they'll be trading barbs on social media for a week after that.
And at the end of round number 20, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded the round to your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Fernando Kuza.
The curse has ended. As far as round by round for Nashville at 14.
14.
That's moving into round number 21. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, William Langston.
That's the launch rounds and 3/4 of the middle rounds.
Fighting out of the red corner, Jesse Hart.
Jesse Hart, William Langston. Jesse Hart thinking Gotta get all the words in, right? Like all the love songs, right? With Hart.
Yes, yes.
And we won't go Barracuda with the band Hart.
No, we won't. A good one, though. Very good one. Talk about being the heart and soul.
There you
Just
go.
Philadelphia team.
That he is. We'll give you one in Spanish, Dave. Oye, mi amor. Oye, mi amor. Hey, my love. We can use that with Jesse Hart.
Way to go, Beto.
William Langston, though, fighting for the Nashville Smash. Started boxing in his early 20s, and he went through the ranks quickly. He's a big advocate for the human rights and community engagement, William Langston, in his hometown. Kenosha, Wisconsin is where he's from. Warehouse Gym. I saw Langston earlier this year in Long Beach in March. He fought a cruiserweight named Lawrence King. King actually grew up with Ryan Garcia in Victorville, California. And he's wobbly right now as Jesse Hart has Langston against the ropes. Hart teeing off against Langston and drops him. Jesse Hart, the heart and soul, showing why is the Philadelphia Smoke doing everything they want tonight.
And an unusual explosion from Jesse Hart, who's been more of a stylist, but he's got a little bit more in his mind in this fight.
A long way to go for the end of round 21. Hart bouncing on his toes, asking Langston to come at him. Uppercut from Hart. Another left hook from Jesse Hart. Langston still hasn't recovered. Hart upstairs, tagging Langston, tattooing Langston with a minute to go.
Hands are free.
Uppercut again from Hart.
A little bit of anger coming in from him here.
Jesse Hart is showing the rest of the league, watch out for the Philly Smoke. Doing whatever he wants in round 21.
It's been the power, it's been the movement, it's been come in, I'll make you miss, then I'll make you pay. Now, they are big in this fight. In other fights, you might say, should he be putting his foot on the gas pedal to go for this 10-8, or 10-7 as it would be. But here, with the lead safe, you can make it the Jesse Hart show. This is where Hart unleashes some power. Staggers Langston, then comes in, keeps the pressure on, and gets the knockdown. A ton of power coming there from Jesse Hart.
At the end of round number 21, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded the round with a score of 10-8 to your winner, Jesse Hart. This round is brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Moving on to 126 pounds, round number 22. Fighting out of the blue corner, Leandrick Johnson. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Rasheed Brown.
These two went at it in round number 2, which feels like a long time ago. Brown got the decision. With Johnson coming out super aggressive, falls down. See Rasheed Brown 10-2 on the season. In, out, so quick, so elusive.
What have we talked about in this broadcast, how this Philly team comes out with sound boxing fundamentals, fighter to fighter. Jab, hook, foot movement is what's been a pretty consistent element for this team.
Conja Nathan, D'Angelo Leechman coming up next, and then Juan Barahas and Ray Robinson to close the show, which is all smoke. At one point, Philadelphia Smoke had how many straight rounds there?
14. 14. Is it close to or on the verge of a league record? And it started when they were 1 point behind.
That's the important part. As round 5, after Kemper Johnson had knocked down Henry Cedeno, Nashville took a brief lead, and after that, they went at it. Nashville was down 2, 76-74 at the end of the launch round. Then the middle round was just a thumping by Philadelphia, who has the number 2 seed secured. They were at 156-144 at the end of the middle round. Pot shot from Brown.
And good fundamentals, you know, in a fight in which, perhaps based on styles, not a lot is going to happen. Get the jab out first, get your punches in, even if it's a lower scoring affair, you get the win.
Rasheem Brown is always a tough out. And when you get him in a situation like the playoffs right around the corner, he's going to be even more locked in.
Yeah, he's been locked in pretty well tonight. And you have to be locked in just to keep your place on this team. And how good are the fighters that are just a heartbeat away that can't get onto this roster? Good jab and the left hand, excellent use of the reach. We see the footwork and the ring general aspects for Rasheem Brown.
And at the end of round number 22, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded this round to your winner by way of unanimous decision, Rasheem Brown. And fight fans, do not forget the Philly Smoke will be returning for TCL playoff action on Saturday, July 26th at the 2300 Arena in downtown Philadelphia. Get your tickets now at 2300arena.com. And now, moving on to round number 23. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, D'Angelo Leechman. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Conja Nathan.
And Conja Nathan took round 8 against D'Angelo Leechman. The heavyweights in round number 23.
We're really seeing Philly and Vegas serve notice about their championship credentials. And when you look back after a championship season is over, you often see that a team just before the playoffs had begun to make a big statement. Seeing that with Philly since the loss to Vegas. We've seen it for Vegas the last couple weeks.
In boxing, you have the flyweights all the way up to the heavyweights. And right here, when you have Nathan and Leechman, you know, to borrow a line from Meg Thee Stallion, they're not going body yaddy yaddy. They're going upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. Because I know you're bumping the Meg Thee Stallion all the day, Dave.
Oh, well, what do you do?
That's your girl. Philadelphia heads to the playoff next week. They're the number 2 seed. Vegas is the 1 seed, being undefeated during the regular season. Philly, the defending champions, most of their fighters coming back from last season. And Nathan does go to the body. This is a notice to everybody in the playoffs. Look what we did to a team like Nashville, who, if they would have won, would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, we made a huge statement. And you're going to come into Philly and you think you're going to end our season? No, not here. And when you look at the Vegas and Philly teams, you would think it would be highly unlikely that somebody would surprise them in the first round. I do think that a couple of live upset possibilities in the 3 to 6 range.
Oh, absolutely.
In those contests, there are going to be, some teams lower seeded that are going to advance.
The parity after the second seed. But with Ellie Elite winning last night, actually coaches with Manny Robles and his son, Manny the third. You guys fired up.
Well, you come back and you win a fight like that, 7 points down going into the money rounds. That is impressive. I mean, just to think about that, without the power, if you go into the money rounds losing by 7 points and you win 7 of the 8 fights by decision, you lose. You could be almost perfect in the money rounds and still lose when you're trailing by 7 unless you have the power. And they had the power to get those 10-8s to 10-7s. And here, the big boys teeing it up.
Got one more round to go, and there you see the new Ray Robinson. He's on deck. Big smile, event tickets on deck. And you're going to want to get your tickets for the playoffs, especially when they go back to Philly. Philly gets to host the second quarterfinal.
We go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded the round to your winner by way of split decision. Out of the blue corner, D'Angelo Leechman. Your 24th and final round is brought to you by Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live with Event Ticket Center. And now, fans, moving on to your 24th and final round. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Juan Barahas. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, the new Ray Robinson.
Well, I won't translate what she said in Spanish, but let's just say Juan Barajas got an earful from that woman. And I think every curse word you could think of, she just told Barahas to do against Ray Robinson. And that's where I'm right now.
Well, you know, he was doing pretty well against Robinson.
Yeah.
He walked into a bomb and created a knockdown. So at least he gets his chance to settle his debts tonight.
We saw LA yesterday, down 7 going into the middle rounds. I mean, going into the money rounds.
Yeah.
And what LA showed last night was heart and passion. They got 2 knockdowns to come back and win and keep their season alive. And I was expecting the same from Nashville. I'm not saying they were going to come back and win in a crazy manner like that, but I was expecting more from them. Like Nashville's kind of gone through the motions tonight.
Well, you figured coming in that maybe on a differential, maybe Philadelphia would be maybe a 5-point favorite coming in, maybe 5 or 6.
Of course.
And then what will happen? You know, could Nashville get above that level? And then when they came out and got those 2 wins, and they actually went ahead in this fight, you figured they'd come here to show up. But some of these middle teams sagging at the end, and this is a sagging performance at the end for Nashville. And this is a team that could look back on the loss to Atlanta, which kept them out, but also they were about to lose to San Antonio, and they had to rally and get that one out of the fire. So this team fell down a couple of notches. They peaked early, and then they leveled off.
And the LA team will probably line up with Philadelphia. We'll give you the updated standings afterwards. And that's one thing with a Manny Robles-led team. He has had so many champions, so many upsets lately, where you can never count out a squad. I know Manny's not the man in the ring, but when he gets every ounce out of their fighters, that is a team that has a lot of heart and could be somebody to watch out for in the playoffs.
Yeah, because they beat Phoenix, a playoff team, and they beat them handily, and then they make that dramatic comeback. It makes you feel that there's some magic in this team and that they're never going to go away. So they might be the best of the lower seeded teams.
And a dangerous team.
Yeah.
And that'll do it. 24 rounds dominated by the Philadelphia Smoke. At home, the new Ray Robinson with that big smile. And that's how Philadelphia should be feeling.
Tonight was about two words for them: the swagger and the dagger.
I like that. Swagger and dagger. Let me trademark that right now.
That's it.
Steal that from you.
And then you can say, as I've always said.
Yep. The regular season is done.
At the end of the 24th and final round, we go to the official scorecard. The judges at ringside have awarded this round to your winner by way of split decision. Out of the red corner, the new Ray Robinson.
There it is. 234 to 217. Philadelphia takes care of business. Never a doubt as they finish up the regular season. Rocky would have been proud, but there was no Rocky moments for Nashville tonight. It was all about the Smoke. 234-217. The number 2 seeded Philadelphia Smoke end the regular season on fire. TCL Team Boxing League is brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32. The drink not only made to tingle your senses with hot cinnamon flavor, but also made to pay tribute to all the firefighters across America. This drink will put a kick in your step with its bold, hot smoothness. What a night for the Philadelphia Smoke. The knockdown coming in round number 16.
Hey, Joey Dweko, I try to get inside your head with stuff like that. The big knockdown, and that punctuated a mid-rounds sweep for the Philadelphia Smoke.
Yeah, they were up by 12 at the end of the middle rounds, and they win 234 to 217. Let's go back inside.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for both teams and one great night of boxing. And at the end of 24 hard-fought rounds, your final score, the Philly Smoke 234, the Nashville Smash 217. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your round of the night. Your round of the night, round number 4. Hadrian Phillips and Isaiah Johnson. And now it's time to introduce our 3 stars of the night. Star number 3 from the Nashville Smash, Kemper Johnson. Star number 2 from the Philly Smoke, the new Ray Robinson. And your number 1 star of the night from the Philly Smoke, Jesse Hollywood Hart.
You know what I mean? That's how we doing it. What we doing? How we feel?
I don't know.
How we feel, man? We back. We got Ray Robinson. We had a great night tonight. I think we shook up the whole league with this. We broke the round. We won 14 rounds straight. I think we showed dominance of boxing in the team combat league. That was 14 rounds straight. Joey Dweko, Sugar Sheen, Duke came back. Even though these guys got dropped, they came back and they won their rounds decisively. That's what you call all dog shit, no bullshit.
You make my job easy. All right. So you guys only have 1 loss in the league. How are you going to switch it up, turn it up, to make sure you guys bring it back for a 2nd season of dominance?
We showed that tonight. We showed that. I think we showed that we on a roll. We won Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Everything after that, we dominated. We dominated New York. We dominated decisively tonight. All our star players came in. Ray Robinson looked phenomenal tonight. Ray Robinson looked phenomenal. Sugar Sheen, Duke, my whole squad was bomb squad tonight. Yo, man, win. Yo, man.
All right, hold on, Jesse. One last thing. You got anything to say back to Jimmy Birchfield?
Jimmy, I got your message, Jimmy. Y'all ain't packing them up. But listen, when y'all meet us in the playoffs, I gotta pack you up again, Jimmy. It's over.
You guys are amazing. That's it. That's the end of the regular season, y'all. Take us home.
So real simple. They won Vegas.
They want Vegas. He didn't bring the dog up with him, though.
No, he didn't.
I was waiting for that to do it. But, you know, what a phenomenal performance all the way through by this Philadelphia team. And this is Hart, fighter of the night. Boom. Finally gets the knockdown. Looping shots here. And this is the guy that they look to for the leadership and rallying everybody around him.
So it was all Philadelphia tonight. The regular season is done. And how will the playoffs shape up? Vegas, the number 1 seed, they'll take on Miami on the 18th. Phoenix and Atlanta on the top part of the bracket. Lower part of the bracket, Philly is the 2 seed. They will take on LA. That's on the 26th. Boston and Dallas will be part of that doubleheader in Philly. So Philadelphia, Vegas. Vegas the 1 seed, Philly 2. They are on a collision course, but there's some teams with bad intentions. The regular season is done. Philly closes it out with a 234-217 win. Great job by everybody in the truck. Great job by everybody producing, directing, everybody on the floor. For Amelia Moore and my partner, Dave Bontempo, I'm Beto Duran. Thanks for watching TCL Team Boxing League. Regular season is done. Playoffs next week. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.